Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Saturday and we are currently in the middle of Festival of Coloring Frights and I need to do my 100 hugs. So today's hug is this wonderful kangaroo hug. So we're going to do this fairly quickly so that I'm not too long away from all of the fun of the festival. Of course, I missed part of it today because my internet went down, and yeah, that happened. So I was I missed 3 hours of it, and it kind of has me a little salty. All right, so we're going to grab this one here, which is warm yellow to start with, and we're going to just base color both of the kangaroos. And this is just the base color. I'm using the Hippie Crafter colored pencils because I want to give them a good workout and give them a proper understanding review. They're not my favorite pencil to use in this book, but they do work as long as you use a light hand with them and use them to their side. If you put any Found that if you put too much pressure on a freshly sharpened tip, they snap very easily. Excuse me. Oh, I have suddenly, got the chills, and it's very odd. I actually had to grab my blanket and cover up. And, I'll have to go back and watch Tammy's stream and the other or last half an hour of Emma's stream, because my internet went down and I missed it. I'm still listening to the other streamer, so if I drift off, don't mind me. I have a little bird in my ear. Okay, so there's the base coat of that one done. Now we're going to base coat this one. The base coating is usually the quickest part of it. And it's such a cute hug. They just look so lovey. And I'm telling you, I have seen videos of kangaroos, and sometimes they're just not so lovey. The ones at the zoo, were not very lovey at all. They had a tendency to be a little mean, but I expect most zoo animals of, yeah. I don't. I prefer them to be able to have their wildness. But kangaroos are mostly a tan creature. They don't have a lot of dark colors in them, and they are fast and strong. Okay, so there's our base coat, and we'll go back over the base coat a little bit later. So I'm just going to flick in some cinnamon. Like I said, I'm not going to use any really dark colors on them because they are either a gray or a tan. Those are the ones I've seen anyway. Some were gray, some were tan. Although it is my book and it is my imagination, and for all I know, they could be pink. I can think up some pretty funky colors for things. congratulations to everyone that uh, won the giveaways on my stream. I appreciate everyone that came in and hung out and won some prizes. I do believe everybody has been contacted or has contacted me or shall, hopefully, and enjoy their prizes. My email, of course, because my internet went down, has been all funky. I don't know what's going on with my computer. I'm going to switch you over to the close-up screen so you can actually see what I'm doing. Wouldn't that be nice of me? I'll leave off the light though because it's a little glary. So I'm just going through and covering those areas that the artist has drawn in for shadows and for fur and for toenails. Make sure that we get those shadowy areas all done up. And we're going to go up under here, under his arm. Now the one thing with this set, it's a smaller set, so there's not as many variations of colors. It has a good selection of colors for the colors that you need to start off with, but beyond the basic light, medium, and dark, it doesn't really have a lot of different undertone type of pencils, which is fine because you can definitely use all of the pencils to create the colors that you want. But I'm a sucker for not having to actually think and having to. I'm a little lazy when it comes to blending colors to create a new color. I'm a little bit lazy with that. It's like, well, I have this 520 set that, I don't have to do that. I say that, and I've only used my poor 520 set a couple of times. I've got to pull that out soon, and I think I'm going to give it a good workout too. I think that's going to be my November, December set. The set I'm going to work out the most in November and December. Just because there's so many different soft colors in there. And I like soft colors for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so many different reds and greens in that 520 set. So it makes doing Christmas colors and snow colors and that sort of thing a lot easier with the soft colors. And of course the reds and greens and golds for the Christmas colors. Yeah, that sort of thing. So it's a really good set to work with for those things. Not to mention the metallics that are in it for the Christmas bells and all that fun stuff. So we're just going through, Just giving a little bit of shading. I'm going to use one other color for the deepest part of the shadows after this one, and a little bit of pink, and then I'll go over it again with this tan. Fill in all of that tan fur. Now, kangaroos do have hair. They don't have fur, they have really short hair. Well, I guess it's classified as fur, but it's since it is all over their body, so I suspect it is classified as fur. Alright, I think I've got everything. A little bit under his chin here. His, her, its. Alright, now I'm going to grab just a little bit darker. So that one was cinnamon. So I'm going to grab, I don't want that one. It's too red. I want a little bit of ochre. Even that looks a little too red. That's fine. Let's see what's the other one look like. I think this one's umber. Yeah, burnt umber. That's gonna work better. Yeah, much better. Just going to do those really dark areas that define the curvatures and stuff. And the deepest of the shadows. Oh, I guess it would help if I was actually on the screen. Sorry, guys. And his toenails. That. Make sure I get all those curvatures of the body shadows put in by the movement of the body and the skin. And I'll even try to stay on camera. My camera's working weird anyway, so probably not even able to see what I'm doing, so I'm telling you, this is that new camera that my husband bought me and I don't like it very much. It works great some of the times, and I love the fact that I can zoom in and focus and whatnot. But sometimes, especially when the internet goes out and my computer shuts down, I reboot it and all of its settings are off. That's what happened this morning. I had to reboot the computer and all the settings that I had for the camera were gone. And then I wasn't able to remember what settings I had them on that were good. Sometimes it just decides randomly to change. right after like I've completely set them, so I could have them all set and be ready to record. Hit that record button and it's changed, and it's not the way I want it to be. That's just the joys of broadcasting, I guess. Then we're going to sharpen the burnt umber and we're going to do their noses with it. And then we're going to go over it with a bit of desert sand, I think. I'm just going to take a look here and make sure. Yeah, a little bit of desert yellow. Now it's a little bit orange, so I'll test it on an area just to make sure. Because sometimes the paper will change the color as well as the undercoat that I've got going on there. So we'll test it and make sure that it works in an inconspicuous area. So there's their little noses. So let's try it down here. I don't think that's too bad. Just extending those shadows out a little bit into the animals' colors. Making sure that we're still staying in that tan tone, but giving a little bit more depth than just the tan. This has a little bit more red in it than the tan yellow that I put down. So it's not quite orange, but it's not quite brown, which is fine. Like I said, I'm just going to lightly drag that out of those shadow areas. And I'll blend it in with that lighter tone as well. I just thought it looked like it needed a little bit more something. Sometimes it's just the way you gotta go. You just gotta look at it and sit back and go, okay, what does it need? You know, I do understand that you're all busy watching the colorathon, so let me know if you want me to do tomorrow's, or if you want me to just hold off on the day and so you can watch the colorathon and not have to worry about watching uploaded things, because I definitely understand there's just so much hours in the day, and sometimes, especially when there's something special going on like a colorathon, it can feel very overwhelming. I know, because I get overwhelmed by it quite easily. Right. Hubby just got in the door, so there may be some noise here in a couple of moments, because he just got here with supper for him and my youngest son. So don't mind the noise. I will try to keep it down. Like I said, it's Saturday. It gets noisy. Alright. So I'm almost all done with this color. Then we're going to base it again with after I put a little bit of pink in the ears. Just extending out, getting those areas. Alright, now I'm just going to put a little bit of pink in here. I think I want a little bit lighter. I think I'm going to go with baby pink because it's a really quite a light pink. Like that. And then we're going to take that light yellow or warm yellow again, and we're just going to gently go over those lighter areas, filling that in, bringing that up to a respectable color for a kangaroo. And this is hug number 66, 65 or 66. So we're getting really close to being all done the hugs. I think by the end of November we should have all the hugs done. And then we can start on that other wonderful book by Chris Riddell. And that one, not sure if I'm going to color all the pictures, but I am at the end of every video from the daily videos going to read a page of that book. If we have time to do coloring from them, or a day like a Thursday or something where I don't have any Happy Mail or something, we'll read and color. But that's the book that we're gonna do a month of, I think in December. Just because it's a fantastic book. It's adorable, it's so uplifting, and sometimes around the Christmas time area, it's good to have that bit of uplifting little bit of love. All right. Now we're going to put a little bit of of light green down. Yes, and I know they are a desert. It's a desert, and they're probably on sand or you know dirt. But I'm gonna make them sitting in springtime, so they have some nice soft grass to stand on. Just doing their shadow areas here, making sure we get all those shadows in. And I think I just colored his toe green. I just colored his toe green. Oh dear. Just going to color that in, back in brown. Can't believe I just colored his poor toe green. He's got gangrene on his toes. Poor creature. No wonder why he needs a hug. Okay, so there's all of our dark areas, our shadow areas. Now I'm going to go in with a middle yellowish green and just extend out from them, from those shadow areas, filling everything else in. Very loosely. I'm not trying to cover everything heavily because this paper is not paper that you're able to do that with very well. Shyla, get out of the kitchen. My husband just came in with pizza, so my dog is going, "Hey, where's mine?" Shyla, get out of the kitchen. Now. And she will. She'll steal it right off the counter if nobody's looking. It's horrible. Drives me crazy. She's a big girl and she'll just get right up on that counter without anybody looking. And quiet for a big girl, I'm telling you. Alright, so we're just going to take a little tiny bit of jade green, which is a darker green, and just fill in just a little tiny bit in these really heavy shadow areas here. You can do this with a gray or a black as well. I'm just using the colors that are in the picture, that I've put in the picture. And I'm not going all over, I'm just going in the really, really, really heavy shadow areas. That the artist has put in for us. Alright, and there we have it. There is our kangaroo hug of the day. So, this is, let's see, hug number 65. Amazing, I was right. I'm going to switch you over to the main camera so you can see a little bit better. And there is our hug of the day. I hope that you have enjoyed the hug. And this is hug 65, October 23rd, 2021. I hope you have enjoyed this hug. I hope you're enjoying the Festival of Coloring Frights. Thank you very much, Shell, for putting on the festival, for Angie for organizing the schedule, and all of the other people behind the scenes that made sure that it happened. Thank you all very much for your participation, for hanging out and just having a wonderful day and being a fantastic audience. Until tomorrow with our next hug, if you want me to still do the hug, which is the gingerbread girl hug. Gingerbread boy and gingerbread girl hug. There, that's better. Leave me a message below this video if you want me to continue with the hug of the day tomorrow, or if you would like to see me skip it and do this one and this one on Monday. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the streams as long as my internet holds it. All right, guys, until then, bye-bye for now.